What if I told you that 3 simple words could change the way women see you instantly? No cheesy pickup lines, no overused compliments, but 3 words that, when said at the right moment, can make a woman intrigued, excited, and drawn to you without even knowing why. See, most guys try too hard. They overthink, over-explain, chase, and in doing so, they miss the very thing that creates attraction, mystery, confidence, and emotional impact. But the men who truly understand attraction, they know that less is more. Because attraction isn't built on words alone. It's built on how those words make her feel. The right 3 words, said in the right way, can flip a switch in a woman's mind. They can make her see you differently, even if she wasn't interested at first. They can make her wonder about you, think about you, and want to be around you more. And the best part? These words work without forcing anything. No tricks, no desperate energy, just pure, undeniable magnetism. So what are these 3 words, and how do you say them in a way that triggers instant attraction? Let's break it down. Word 1. The spark that triggers attraction. Attraction is not built on logic. It's built on emotion. A woman doesn't feel drawn to a man because of a checklist of qualities. She's drawn to him because of how he makes her feel in the moment. That's why the first word in this 3-word formula is designed to spark instant intrigue. It's the verbal equivalent of locking eyes across a crowded room. It grabs her attention and shifts the energy between you. So, what is this first word? Imagine. It might sound simple, but don't underestimate its power. When you use the word imagine, you're not just speaking, you're guiding her mind. You're activating her emotions, her curiosity, and her desire all at once. Think about it. When someone tells you to imagine something, your brain automatically starts visualizing it. It pulls you into a story, into a moment, and when used correctly, it makes a woman feel something before she even realizes it. Let's break down why this works so well in attraction. Imagine instantly pulls her into an emotional experience. Unlike regular conversation that's based on logic, imagine forces a shift into emotion. And emotion is what drives connection, attraction, and chemistry. For example, instead of asking a woman dull questions like, "What do you do for fun?" or "Where are you from?" try something like, imagine this. You and I on a beach, no phones, no distractions, just good conversation and the sound of the waves. What's the first thing you'd want to talk about? See the difference? The first set of questions feels transactional. The second paints a picture. It invites her into a shared experience, even if it's just imaginary. Suddenly, she's not thinking about you. She's feeling something with you. And that shift is what separates average guys from unforgettable ones. Imagine creates a subtle feeling of possibility. Attraction isn't just about who you are now, it's about what she envisions when she's with you. When you say imagine, you're not just making small talk. You're suggesting a future, an adventure, an experience, even if it's just playful, even if it's hypothetical. It plants a seed in her mind, a seed that keeps growing even after the conversation is over. That's how you stand out. That's how you become the guy she can't stop thinking about. Imagine makes her feel like she's in control. Here's a little-known psychological trick. When someone is given the freedom to imagine something, they feel like it's their idea. And when a woman feels like she's imagining being around you, it no longer feels like you're trying to impress her. It feels like she's the one choosing to be in your world. That subtle difference makes all the difference. So how do you use this word in a conversation? Don't overuse it. The magic of imagine comes from how naturally it flows. Here are some examples of how to use it on a date. Imagine us both getting lost in a new city, just walking around, finding random places to eat. What kind of spots would we end up in? Over text, imagine we're both sitting at a rooftop bar, watching the sunset. What's the first drink you're ordering? Flirting playfully. Imagine we had to go on an adventure together. Zero planning, just go. Where's the first place we'd go? See what's happening here? These aren't just random sentences. They make her mind picture something with you in it. That's what attraction really is. It's not about proving yourself. It's about guiding her emotions in a way that makes her want to be around you more. And it all starts with just one word. Imagine. Word 2, the emotional hook that keeps her interested. If the first word, imagine, sparks intrigue, then the second word is what pulls her in deeper, making her feel something powerful and personal. What's the word? Because. Sounds too simple, right? But in psychology, because is one of the most persuasive words in the English language. Studies have shown that when people hear this word, they're far more likely to believe, agree, or feel emotionally connected to what comes next. Why? Because. See what I did there? Because gives meaning to what you're saying. Women don't just feel attraction based on surface-level things. They feel drawn to a man when there's a reason, a justification, a subconscious pull that makes everything feel right. And the beauty of because is that it hacks the way the brain works. The moment she hears it, she automatically starts rationalizing her emotions in your favor. Let me show you how this works. Because gives your words more power. A famous psychological study by Harvard professor Ellen Langer proved that simply adding the word because makes people far more likely to agree or comply, even if the reason that follows isn't that strong. She tested this by having people cut in line at a copy machine. When someone said, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. Can I use the copy machine?" Only 60% of people let them cut in. But when they added because, even with a weak reason, like, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. Can I use the copy machine because I need to make copies?" 94% of people let them cut in. When we think about attraction, we often consider it something that's purely logical, something that can be easily explained. But the truth is, attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. One simple trick can shift how people perceive you, especially in conversations. And that trick is using a word that turns your words into a powerful emotional tool. In psychology, the word because is incredibly potent. It can transform your interactions, especially with women, by adding emotional justification to your words. Let's break down why this is so effective. When you use the word because, you're not just making a statement, you're offering a reason. The brain craves reasons. Even if the reason isn't groundbreaking, when you add because, it makes your words resonate deeper. For example, instead of saying, "You're really interesting," try, "You're really interesting because you think differently than most people." See how it changes the tone? It adds weight to your words. Instead of simply saying, "I like being around you," say, "I like being around you because you have this energy that makes everything feel more fun." This small tweak doesn't just make your words sound more meaningful, it connects emotionally. Here's why it works. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. Women often can't pinpoint exactly why they feel drawn to someone, but if you give them a reason, even a simple one, their mind will justify that attraction. Let's take a look at how this plays out in a conversation. Imagine you're playfully teasing her and she laughs. If you say, "I knew you'd like me," she might just roll her eyes. But if you say, "I knew you'd like me because you can't resist a guy who knows how to challenge you," it shifts the dynamic. Suddenly, her mind begins justifying why she's attracted to you. And once that reason takes root, the attraction feels more real. Even if she didn't think about it before, she'll begin to see you in a different light. This is why confident men don't just say things. They give reasons that make women see them differently. The word "because" is powerful, and it can instantly make your compliments stand out. Most men tend to give generic compliments. "You're beautiful," or "You're so fun to be around." These are nice, but they don't really stand out. They sound like something anyone could say, but when you add "because," it turns into something unique and personal to her. Instead of saying, "You're beautiful," try, "You're beautiful," because your confidence makes everything around you brighter. Instead of "You're fun," say, "You're fun because you have this wild side that I bet most people never get to see." When you do this, you're not just giving her a compliment. You're making her feel understood and special. Here are a few more examples of how to use this effectively. When she teases you, respond with, "You like messing with me because you're trying to see how much I can handle." It's cute. When she laughs at your joke, say, "I knew you'd laugh because you secretly love my terrible sense of humor." When she opens up to you, say, "I like talking to you because you actually think before you speak," which is rare. These small tweaks keep her engaged, intrigued, and emotionally invested. Because once a woman starts to feel that there's a reason she's drawn to you, she begins to believe in that attraction, whether she was expecting it or not. Now let's talk about the next powerful word: together. This word doesn't just focus on physical presence, it's about creating a shared experience, a bond, and a sense of possibility for the future. Women are naturally drawn to connection, and when they hear "together," it subconsciously shifts their thoughts from him and me to us. And once she starts thinking about us, that's when the attraction deepens. Here's how you can use "together" to make her chase you. The word creates an instant connection. Think about it. When you hear someone say, "We'd make a great team," or "Imagine what we'd be like together," it pulls you in, doesn't it? It suggests something without forcing it. It makes the idea of us feel natural. Now imagine a woman hears this from a man she's slightly attracted to. Her brain automatically starts filling in the blanks. She begins picturing what it would be like to be with him. And the moment she starts imagining herself with you, the attraction starts to work against her will. She's no longer just thinking about you, she's thinking about you and her together. Instead of saying, "I like hanging out with you," say, "I like how we are together." Instead of, "You're really fun to be around," say, "You and I together make everything more fun." This subtle shift creates an instant bond, and it makes her start seeing you as someone she shares an experience with, not just a guy she likes talking to. When you start using the word "together," you make her see you as a part of her life. Women are naturally inclined to picture a future with someone they're interested in, and this word does exactly that, without being clingy or forceful. It helps her imagine what it would be like to share experiences, to be with you, in a way that feels natural and fun. Here are a few ways to use "together" in conversation. When teasing her, you could say, "You know, we'd make a great crime duo together. You'd distract people, and I'd sneak out with the goods. When challenging her, say, "If we ever played poker together, you'd lose instantly. You're too easy to read." When flirting, try, "You and I together at a party?" They wouldn't know what hit them. When talking about random things, say, "I bet if we ever cooked together, we'd start a fire in 5 minutes." It's all lighthearted, casual, and low pressure, but it sneaks into her mind. It makes her associate us with excitement, fun, and connection. And once that happens, she starts craving that energy. She starts wanting to be around you more, not just because of her attraction to you, but because of the feeling she gets when she's with you. So to recap, the key to making your words more impactful is to add reasons and create connection. The power of because gives emotional justification, and the word together builds a shared experience that makes her want to be closer to you. Keep these tools in mind and watch how they transform your interactions. If you found this valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the secrets that put you miles ahead of other men. Stay sharp, stay confident, and keep them chasing.